Hey good people, this is Arthur. I'm following up on one of the videos I posted a while ago about how to get your business license in the state of Maryland in 15 minutes. A few of you guys asked, well, how do we get our EIN? So I'm gonna show you how to do that for free in 5 minutes. All right, let's go. All right, check it out. Before we even get started, the first thing we got to cover is just like, what is an EIN? And all that is the number that's assigned to your business so that when you file for your taxes, the government knows who to, account for the revenue and for all the charges and everything like that. Think of it like the business version of your Social Security number, okay? And all it takes is a few minutes to do it. Now, I'm going to show you all the steps again, but remember, this isn't legal advice, so please consult an attorney. But I'm going to show you what I did, all right? Also, don't go pay people $50, $75, $100, $200 to do this. It literally takes 5 minutes, okay? And you can do it yourself. Next, the question always comes up, do I get my LLC first, my corporation first, or the EIN? And depending on who you ask, they give you a different answer. For me, get your LLC or corporation first, file that with your state for one reason. That way you can confirm that the name that you want for your company is actually available in your state. And then once you do that, you can apply for it on federal level. There have been many a times where I've seen people have gotten the EIN, from the government, federal government, only to come back to the state and register for the corporation just to find out that it's not available anymore. Okay, and I don't want that to happen to you. All right, you got it? Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this. All right, so what you want to do is just go ahead and go to Google and just type in EIN IRS. Now, normally what you're going to see is a whole bunch of different for-profit organizations that want you to pay for them. They want you to pay them for your EIN. And you don't need to do that. So find the one that says irs.gov. Click on that. All right, it's going to show you the hours of operation, determine your eligibility, understanding the online application, and then submit your application. Click Apply Online. Now, this is going to remind you this is a U.S. government system for authorized use only. And it's going to tell you use of this system constitutes consent to monitoring, interception, recording, reading, copying, or capturing by authorized personnel of all activities. There is no right to privacy in this system. Unauthorized use of this system is prohibited and subject to criminal and civil penalties, including all penalties applicable to willful unauthorized access, UNAX, or inspection of taxpayer records. Okay, make sure you pay attention to that. All right, they call this the Ein Assistant, and because basically you answer a few questions and it gives you your EIN at the end of it. So let's get started. It's 5 parts: identify, authenticate, addresses, details, EIN confirmation. If everything is done correctly, you'll have your EIN at the finish of this. If not, it'll give you a message saying, hey, we need more information, and you have to contact IRS directly. All right, so let's start with this. We'll start with corporation. Actually, since most people do LLCs, we'll do LLC. Click continue. It tells you what an LLC is and what it is not. So make sure you're paying attention to that. And most particularly, what an LLC is not. LLCs are not incorporated and do not file articles of incorporation. That's important. And when in doubt, always just click on the hyperlinks to give you more instruction. How many members are in the LLC? So we'll say that you are doing it by yourself. Please select the state and territory where the business is located. We'll select, for sake of this conversation, Maryland. And it's going to say, since you are a single member LLC, you would initially be classified as a disregarded entity for purposes of filing a federal tax return. So you can just click on that and see that a disregarded entity is a single member LLC company that reports its income as a sole proprietorship. Please excuse, I was trying to read it fast. All right. If you have any doubts or any questions about that, make sure you contact an attorney to have them explain it to you. All right. So for most of you, it's going to be starting a new business. And we're just going to put just any name in here. Okay, and then you got to choose one. I am one of the owners, members, or the managing member of this LLC. If you're doing this by yourself, then yes, you would do that. Now, here's the thing. If you mess up here, right, it's going to check your social security number against their database. And so if your social security number does, and the stuff, information here doesn't match their database, then they're going to flag you right there. So you don't want that. So make sure you just put everything in there correctly. Next, I want you to put in your address or the address of the business. Now, it's going to ask you this question. Do you have an address different from the above where you want your mail to be sent? So if you want your mail to be sent to your house, you can have it done here. But if not, click continue. And then what's it going to do there? Just verify that the way you wrote your address is what's found in their database. And so you can accept it or you cannot. All right. And so now you type in the name of your company. Now, if you have your business name as one thing, but legally, but you want it to be represented to the public as something else, that's what we call trade name or doing business as. So, for instance, we have Meg Relief, right? Our company name is Grenada Nut Company, but most people know us as Meg Relief. So, doing business as Meg Relief would be what we put there. Then the county where your LLC is located should be pre-populated. The state is pre-populated, and the state territory where articles of organization are or will be filed, you put that in the state. And the start date, most of you guys, it would be today. In the year, most of you guys, it would be this year. You're going to answer a few questions, and then the questions are: does your business own a highway motor vehicle with a taxable gross weight of 55,000 pounds or more? It's either yes or no. For most people, it's no. Does your business involve gambling or wagering? No. Does your business need to file a Form 720 quarterly federal excise tax return? For most people, it's no. Again, for that one, just make sure you click on the links to understand really what it means, and then click the one that's applicable for your business. Does your business sell or manufacture alcohol, tobacco, or firearms? For me, no. Do you have or do you expect to have any employees who will receive W-2s in the next 12 months? Forms W-2 require additional filings with the IRS. For me, that's no. Click continue. Now it's going to ask you, what does your business or organization do? So you got to pick one of these categories: accommodations, like casinos; construction; finance, like banking, credit card issuing, being a mortgage broker or real estate agent; food service; healthcare; insurance; manufacturing; real estate, rental and leasing; retail. Now, retail is probably most people if you have a product that you created yourself; social assistance; transportation; warehousing; and wholesaling. So we'll just pick retail since that's what most of you guys will be doing. You have chosen retail. Please choose one of the following: selling goods exclusively over the internet, includes independent selling on auction sites; sales from a storefront, please specify the type of store that you have; direct sales, please specify the type of selling method, catalog, mail order, door to door; auction house, or other. Now, if you're going to be selling it in a store and online, then you could put sales from a storefront, right? Or if you're doing a multitude of things, you could just put other and specify, okay? Now, this is the last step. Do you want to receive your letter online or do you want to receive your letter by mail? I've always picked to receive a letter online because that means that you get it right then. All right, and that's it. See, it just takes a few minutes and you have your EIN. That's why I said in the beginning, don't pay somebody $75 or $100 for something that takes you 5 minutes to do, okay? Now, get it done. If you have any questions, let me know. Now, before I let you go, I just want to do one thing. Do you have anybody that you really love and really care about that has arthritis, joint pains in their joints and lower back? Then if you do, give them Meg Relief, okay? Meg Relief is all natural, pain relief topical solution that all you have to do is spray it on. We even have one product where you can just rub it on. And literally, in a couple of minutes, you start feeling the relief. My mom used it for her knees after she had knee surgery. She went from using 4 or 5 pain pills a day to just spraying this on her knees once every other day. Okay? If you really care about them and you don't want them to become addicted to the pain pills or just have to struggle with that, try it out. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know. See you next time.